Guys, welcome to another episode of the Tom Tombika Unplugged podcast. We're having another episode on this sunny Sunday evening. It's about 2:12 in Switzerland. So welcome to another episode of our podcast. So yesterday I was going through YouTube and I came across this video, this interview of Fresh Prince CEO, 50% partner of the Fresh and Fit podcast in Miami. So Fresh was interviewed by Mr. Organic, and this was a lengthy interview, basically roughly 2 hours interview. But there were a lot of information that he disclosed, going into his personal life, his humble beginnings from Barbados, and how he worked his way to the United States of America, enter into the corporate world, and really invested in engaging in real estate, having his own real estate, and that was his target and goal, and how he worked his way through being an Uber driver, working at Chick-fil-A, and ascending to corporate America and achieving his dream and aspiration of having a real estate and being a real estate investor in America and living a successful life. And then transcending from that path into YouTube, into content creation on Facebook and all other social media channels. So he laid it out, very clearly and succinctly. And then he spoke about his ability to network. He's a very friendly guy, Fresh Prince CEO. Uh, it's like the Fresh and Fit team is like a yin and yang. Maron is the bad cop, and Fresh Prince CEO is the good cop. So they both work collectively to ensure that the podcast prosper. Of obviously, it's a business, and they have been making uh, tremendous success with all the attacks, the allegations, and they too have made mistake in the past, which they have learned from, and they are still existing. The Fresh and Fit podcast is renowned globally and specifically in the United States of America. So basically, through this interview, Fresh was able to disclose a lot of information that we were not privy to. Even when it got demonetized from YouTube, they got canceled from Instagram and all other social media channels, how the transition to Rumble, what the contract is, what the agreement they have with Rumble, and all of that. So last night, I went through the interview. It was very interesting, and I thought to share it with you guys today. So, not to bore you with words, we'll just go directly into the interview with on Mr. Organic podcast, the Organic Speaking podcast, and then he was able to interview Fresh from the Fresh and Fit podcast in Miami. So let's go through this interview. Let's go through the interview. But before that, let me make sure I can share. Make sure that we're on live on Facebook and YouTube. So let me check my YouTube and see if we are live. Okay, we are live on YouTube. Now, let me see Facebook. Are we live on Facebook? Are we live on Facebook? I'm not seeing Facebook. Okay, yeah, we are also live on Facebook here. So we're also live on Facebook. Okay, now I'll share the groups later, but let's move directly into the interview on the Organic Speaking podcast. So let me share my screen here. This is the interview, and we can start it from the very beginning.
Yeah. I'm telling you, dog.
A whole lot of advertisement.
Dog, he just like he got the mindset. Be talking about the warlords and all that. Like, oh, he playing with me. You think I ain't who I am? I'm gonna bust his head. That's my mind. I was on you first. I ain't gonna lie. I had the monkey suit ready for you, Chip.
Listen, they be like, "Oh, it's Special Organic." Yo, I'm gonna call you Uber, man.
Yeah, get out of here. You can't run behind that trimmer in there. I know I done run something like I was just refreshed. All you was. Let me really tear it up. Want me to say it? Want me to say it again?
Bro.
Well, you was stirring it up in there, wasn't you?
I mean,
busting in. Okay.
every day. I mean, but
How do you feel when people say you wouldn't be where you are today without Myron?
you know what I'm gonna say? Get you a Myron.
Facts.
Get you a Myron.
Have no fear, Mr. Organic is here. This is Organically Speaking. Anybody out there want to do partnership, sponsorship, clothing brand marketing, water, energy drink placement, whatever you want to be a part of Organically Speaking or Mr. Organic as a brand, hit me up at ballernothingelse@yahoo.com. That's my email, or DM me directly at Mr. Organic on Instagram. That's MR Organic with a K instead of a C, one word straight across. And we're going to get that promo game through the roof. 3, yeah. Have no fear, Mr. Organic is here, and this is Organically Speaking. Now, listen up. We only have one of the individuals in the Organically Speaking studios, and today we do. We got the one and only, the craziest, most, legendary podcast in the game. Changed the way men talk and women are accepted in this world. Brought you guys one of the most legendary individuals on this earth, Andrew Tate. He wasn't around before goddamn Fresh and Fit, right? So we have one of the hosts, Fresh in the building.
Let's go. We're here, baby. Listen,
Yeah.
man, glad to be here, bro. It's
For
about
sure.
time, the
Yeah.
right time,
Man,
and we're making it happen today.
that's what it's all about, man. It's a long story, you know what I mean? Like, before people even knew who, you was, I knew who you was, right? We was talking in the DMs before you got to doing your podcast, and then
Yeah.
when I finally met you, I'm like, dog, you got it, you know what I mean? I already knew what it was, so I just want to start from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like, before you made this journey to Miami, like, where did you come from, brother?
Where do I begin, man? So it started in a small island called Barbados, of course. Where, that's where Rihanna's from. And I was going to college over there pretty much. I was supposed to follow the family pattern. Go to college, get my degree, and take over the family business. Typical, of course, but I just feel like, there's more life to it, than just doing that. So you know what? What's the next step I can do to kind of like expand and explore, right? So every summer I would go to the States with my family, Baltimore or New York, to like go see family, go look around. And I loved it over there because it was like a whole new experience, a new environment. And in Barbados, it's pretty small. It's like maybe 200K people plus, if that much. So I was kind of tired of it. So what happened was I used to ride motorcycles every Sunday with my friends. So I would like go to school, skip school, eat, party, get lit, and then I ride motorcycles with my friends on Sundays. However, this one Sunday in particular, I was going home alone after like 9 p.m. I was at a T junction at a stoplight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm stopped at a light, chilling, whatever, as normal. And then the light turns green. I move ahead, I'm on a motorcycle, maybe 20 miles or so, not that fast. A car speeding down the other side hits me head on.
Boom. Woo.
So I went this way, the bike went that way. And of course, I thought to myself, it's over. It's over with.
Right.
Your boy's out of here. I wake up, I come to, I'm looking up, some stars. I'm like, wait, I'm still here? So I was like, all right, if I'm still here after this is done and I'm okay, I got to make a move now because I've been chilling too long in the islands. And to be fair, like I didn't grow up poor.
Right.
My family was pretty well off. My grandfather did well in America, came back to Barbados, and we were pretty much set up. But I couldn't grow as a man. I couldn't really expand because I felt like I was being coddled,
Yeah.
So you know what? It's now or never. I could have just died. It could have been over for me. So I'm going to take a chance on myself and make a move. So I left everything behind, bro. I left school. I left my family. So, I'm taking this chance now to make it for myself. I go to Vegas first for a conference. It's a networking conference for entrepreneurs.
Right.
Because you know what? I saw it online. I'm gonna pay my money and take a chance. Mind you, I only had like what, 4K to my name.
Yeah.
And that was it, right? I sold my bike and parts. Sold one of my trucks. I have 4K to my name basically, which is insane by the way. But I travel. I got a hotel over there. I think 3 days of this event. I meet a bunch of people there, but nobody in particular helped me move forward that crazy. But before I left, I went to a networking event in Barbados at a hotel, and I met a guy named Alton Patterson. He's a big network marketing guy. Shout out to him, by the way. If I ever see him again, I'm giving him a big shout.
Yeah, for sure.
But he made me realize, you know what? There's more to see than just Barbados and the world. He lived in Florida, Miami. I was like, okay, I'm gonna move there. He's like, I'm taking care of you,
right?
But you can make a move. I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna do that. But first, I want to see a little bit more of the States and see what's up. So first was Vegas on the list. I went there, went to the event. It was cool, but I don't gamble, I don't drink, I don't smoke. So it was like, all right, this is not a place for me, at least on this trip. Then I go to New York to visit some more friends. New York is cool, but trains everywhere. Driving is kind of hectic. The weather is kind of cold. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Like that was just like, yeah, this is not for me.
Right.
Then I go to Florida, but before I go, I'm on Craigslist. I'm on what do you call it? Craigslist.
Craigslist, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm on there looking for like apartments to rent, right? So I find a 1-bedroom in a house in Pembroke Pines, Florida. Now I meet a family from Peru, and they're like, "Listen, no, we don't know you. There's some black guy from Barbados, but we'll take a chance on you." So I think my rent was like $400, $300.
There's like a room in it.
Just a room in the house, right? But it's in a nice neighborhood.
For sure.
So I go over there now, and mind you, I got no job. I got like 4K to my name. I spent like almost 2K, Vegas, New York, and then here. I'm like, I'm running out of money. What do I do here, right?
For sure.
So I'm thinking to myself, okay, how do I get a job fast and get to making money? Because mind you, I don't have a plan at this point. I'm just like, I come to America, I'm gonna be successful. You know, when we come into America, I was like, that's gonna be me in a nutshell. It wasn't me. So, long story short about this whole debacle here.
Right.
I go ahead and I go to Florida. I meet a family. They show me around the area, and there's a library and a Starbucks close to the house. I could walk there. I could take Uber there. Not that far, right? This is back in 2014, 2015, somewhere around there. So now I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go online on monster.com, job Indeed, look nonstop for jobs.
Oh, I remember Monster. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna look nonstop for jobs as much as I can, right? So whenever I wasn't like in the library looking at real estate books, or for example, credit scores, I would go to like, for example, to Starbucks and spend all the time on my computer on YouTube looking at job Indeed and monster.com. Now, mind you, I applied for over 200 jobs. Not one hit me back. And I'm like, oh, this is looking bleak. It's almost a month. I'm a month in now. I'm like, oh, mind you, I'm also learning social media. I'm learning like real estate. I'll never forget, I met this one guy at Starbucks. He pulled up in a Lamborghini drop top. With a blonde. Oof.
Ooh, was she fine?
Fine.
Had them hooters on her?
Thick, bro.
Thick too?
And he's a black guy. I'm like, that needs to be me.
Snow Bunny.
Now I could say, you know what? I'm gonna hit on this guy. Why is he living this life so long? I say, you know what? I'm asking him. I'm not nervous. I'm like, what do you do for a living? So, hey, sorry to bother you, brother, but what do you do for a living? He's like, listen, man, I do real estate. I buy properties, I hold and I invest, and I get some more. I'm like, oh, shit. So you buy properties, invest, and, multiply that. Cool. Got it. So in my head, I was like, all right, I need to get real estate and use that to my advantage to make wealth and be successful. Got it. So I'm hard now in real estate, learning like how to make it, but I'm broke. Because you need money
You got
to
to
get
have
real
money
estate,
to
right?
get
So I'm like, all right, how do I get to the point of having multiple properties and being successful like this guy in Lambo? Well, funny enough, I'll tell you a little bit later, but like, it's just work that way. You got to actually work a job and get yourself up. So eventually, being at Starbucks, a guy walks in, old gentleman with glasses on, black guy like us. He's like, I see you all the time, young man. What do you do? I'm like, me? I got no job right now. He's like, interesting. And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for a job. I've applied to 200 plus places, but I got some calls, but nothing really happened, right? And he was like, listen, go to this website, apply, and text me when you apply. I'm like, oh, who is this guy?
Right.
Good. And then before he leaves, he's like, where you from? I'm like, Barbados. He's like, me too. So I don't know if he heard me on the phone talking to my mom one time.
Yeah.
But he heard me talking. He's like, okay, this guy's from where I'm from. I'm gonna bless him.
Right.
So long story short, but this is why I'm so big on networking, because just me being there in the right environment,
Right.
he saw me and said, you know what? I'm gonna bless this guy.
Right.
If I wasn't there, if I didn't leave my hometown, I'd have been blessed.
Never.
So I applied. Did my first webcam interview. They said you did great. And then I text them, listen, bro, I applied. They called me, and then I had a job the next week.
Wow.
But mind you, the job was in Boca Raton. I'm in Paramount Pines.
Oh, that's far.
So I got to drive an hour and a half to get to work
Yeah.
every single day, which I didn't mind because obviously I'm making money.
It's a blessing.
But
Yeah.
it's part of the journey. But mind you, I had no car.
Right. Oh, okay. So
And I only got 2K to my name.
right, that gas going.
So I'm like, okay, at this point, brother, what do I do?
Right.
I want real estate, but I need a car to get to work. So priorities, right?
Uh-huh.
Mind you, this whole time I've been studying credit score, how to build it up, because I understood from my auntie, because she's like, listen, if you're in America, you need a good credit score.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, I need to figure this out because if I don't figure this out, I'm gonna fail.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole time I'm getting like my cell phone, buying on credit, learning like how it works with cars and credit cards. But obviously I didn't have a score yet.
Right.
So I said, you know what, I'm gonna get this car and pay a down payment and then make payments and then pay it off eventually to raise my score up, right?
Right.
So I go to this buy or pay here, which you should never go to.
Big
Guys,
interest rate.
Lesson here, guys, buying cars, 2 lessons here. Don't buy a brand new car from dealership. You're gonna lose money. Secondly, buy or pay here are for people that can't get good funding or get good rates because they have no credit, which means you're getting a deal.
High interest rate, and they want like either every 2 weeks or every week they made the payment.
You got them.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's 20% plus usually, which is a lot of money.
Facts.
Holy.
Right.
So I go there for a car and I'm getting a 2002 Toyota Camry, which is actually on my phone right now. I can show you guys real quick.
Yeah. The Camry, at least you know that the miles won't go over 500,000 miles. It's reliable.
Had 100K miles on it.
Yeah, for sure.
Mind you, I'm like, Toyota lasts long, so like,
Yeah.
it can't be that crazy.
Facts.
But it's it here, guys. Can you see?
Yeah, they can see. Yep. Yeah, they can see.
That's me back in 2014.
Do you
with
see
my-
them shoes? Look at them feet to the side like he a
I got
Crip
some
or something.
Toms on, man. I got
Come
some
on now. You
Toms
see
on. You know
that
what I'm saying?
rayon shirt with the slacks now, with the dickies
I
on?
look Haitian as hell.
Boy, what in the world?
Saka Fett. Yeah.
Come on, man. The come up is real.
So I'm over there and I get the car. I'm like, okay, listen, mom, I got my first car. She's like, good job, son. Keep going. I'm like, this is tough, bro. So again, I got the job over there in Boca Raton, driving to work every day. But in my head, I'm like, okay, I need to speed up this process. I can't be, because I'm going to work. People there are like 40 years plus there,
Yeah.
taking phone calls at AT&T. I'm like, bro, this is crazy. You 45 plus working here? I'm scared now. So I'm like, how do I get out here fast as possible? But every time I go to work, it's an hour away. So you know what I do? Pop in an audiobook. I play it in the car. I did Think and Go Rich. I did Secrets of the Millionaire Mind with T.R. Ecker is his name? Yeah, T.R. Ecker. I did a bunch of other books as well. And I was like, all right, cool. If I could learn on the go, and then obviously if I'm work, I got to focus on work. But when I'm driving to work, I could get some knowledge as well as I go. So I'm doing that, working mad hours. And then it's funny. I end up doing the work of 2 people. So I'm working extra hard. I'm staying late, and I come early.
All right.
So you know what? This guy's doing well. Let's promote him. I got promoted. I got better pay, but I'm still not making enough money. I'm making like what, 10, 11 bucks an hour?
Right.
Not that much, right?
And
So
what year is this?
this is 2015.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm like, all right, I need another job because this is not working out. I need more money to get real estate.
Right.
So I met a guy working at my spot from Barbados as well. It's
Okay.
funny because I'm like, oh, this is
Barbados connections.
telling you, bro, mind you, Barbados is a small island. So
It is.
for someone to be here from Barbados is random as hell.
Right.
So he's like, bro, I'm working at Chick-fil-A. What's that? Chick-fil-A? Mind you, I'm like, what's a Chick-fil-A?
Right. Yeah, we know what it
Restaurant.
is. Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, bro. Like this is like, can I work there too? So he's cool with the owner, and the owner is owner operator, right?
Right.
He's like, listen, I got a friend from Barbados. He's a hard worker. Give him a chance. So he interviews me, get a job on the spot. So now I'm working at AT&T during, Chick-fil-A during the day from like 9 until like 3 or so.
Right.
I get free lunch. And from like 4 all the way to midnight, I'm working at AT&T taking phone calls, customer service.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, now I'm banking. I got $10 here
Yeah.
and like $8, $9 here.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, cool, making some money. So I started putting money aside for savings. I could pay off my car faster. So that whole year and a half, I just focused on making money, saving, and build my credit score up. So now I got a 650 credit score. Mind you, it was 0, by the way.
650.
Right?
You're getting up there.
Paid the car off. Got credit card and all. Chase Freedom. Shout out to Chase, man.
Shout out to Chase.
Hook your boy up. And I'm doing stuff now. I'm actually being productive. I'm making moves and all by myself.
Right.
No help. No mom and dad. No granddad. Just me doing my thing. And shout out my granddad, man. He inspired me to come to America and really make it because he came over here back in 1965, something like that.
Right.
Really old. And then retired early and retired everybody in the family. Pretty much like bought a house for everybody, bought them cars. So he inspired me to do a lot too as well.
Legendary.
So I ended up doing that, and I'm like, you know what? All right, cool. I'm doing well, but I need to do better. Obviously, I want to buy property.
Right.
There's not enough money to buy property.
Hier sind 3 Gründe, warum dein Vertriebsteam das Monday Sales CRM gerne nutzen wird. Erstens,
I got like maybe like 3-4 years saved up now, and I'm making good money from 2 jobs. So the whole time, you know what? I need another job. I'm applying again on job Indeed, monster.com. But I'm getting calls back now because I got experience now.
Right.
Got customer service experience,
Uh-huh.
experience with Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he got experience in America. Perfect. By the way, here someone says to me, "Oh, bro, how'd you get a visa over here?" My mom's American, so I'm a citizen.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't hard at
Okay.
all. Yeah,
That's a little thing people probably didn't know.
they didn't know.
Oh, that's dope.
So at that point, I get a call from an insurance company, home insurance,
Okay.
and they're gonna pay me the same amount of money I'm making for 2 jobs,
Mm.
one job. So now I'm saying to myself, time-wise, I can save on time. I can
Facts.
focus on this job, and after work, focus on my shit. So I get a job. I do amazing work as usual. I do work with 2 people. I'm working extra hard, show up early, leave late, and I get promoted. I get another raise. And the whole time I'm working my job, I'm thinking, how do I exit this place?
Of course.
Of course, of course,
Need that freedom.
exactly. But I'm still working hard, showing them that I care, and I'm there. In the meantime, I'm looking at YouTubers. I'm like, hold on, this guy's making a video and then traveling to Dubai, buying a Lambo. I'm like, wait a minute. Let's do the real estate. What are doing YouTube? Making videos. This shit sounds way easier.
Right.
I need piece of this pie, bro. Come on, man.
Facts.
But I'm not a hater. I'm just like, you know what? I want some of that.
Right.
By the way, guys, if you see somebody winning in life, don't hate, because all you're doing is putting that energy out into the world and it doesn't help you at all.
No question.
So you know what? Ask how you can do it or learn from them. And you can do it yourself. Pretty simple. But people don't understand that concept. Anyhow, so I'm there, legit looking at YouTubers like, damn, this is awesome. I see Batali, Woman TV, all these guys killing it. I see a bunch of other YouTubers like Graham Stephan, Bigger Pockets. I'm like, damn. One day, bro. I got a bad stutter, by the way. Really bad stutter. So it's like, that can't really be me right now, but I'm working some other shit.
Right.
Then I see YouTubers doing gold digger pranks.
Right.
I'm like, wait. Because I did a course on YouTube. I bought it from Graham Stephan and other people. And there are 3 main elements for videos. You want a viral moment of emotional like tug on your heart.
Right.
For example, like someone getting like cheated on, or someone get like, we can feel that emotion, right? And then 2, you want an area where like you can touch people's like race or culture. For example, in America, especially Miami, the culture is like gold diggers and sugar daddies.
Right.
That's a cultural like touch, right?
Right.
And then you want something that's going to be more like trending. And what's trending on YouTube back then? Gold digger pranks and pranks.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, cool. If I get in this lane with this concept, I can blow shit up. I already know. And funny enough, a YouTuber back in the day, I don't want to say his name, but like,
Right.
I paid him for a consult, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I, brother, listen, I know you're busy, bro, but I'll pay you, bro. Just help me out here. What can I do to go viral and expand? He taught me 3 important lessons that I won't really share, but I'll share one with you guys.
Okay.
You need exposure.
Yeah.
You need to have access.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you can do it by yourself, but doing collaborations is key.
Right.
Because your audience is your audience. But your audience is not my audience.
Mm-hmm.
So when we do a collab, we share audiences together, and it's like a cohesive like collab where like we both benefit. Even if it's not really like me only, it's gonna be you and me because we're gonna collide.
Right.
Long story short, collabs are important, and getting your name on the platforms, which is like blogs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I got the formula, how to go viral. I know how to market it, put together.
Right.
So back then though, still working my job, still learning about YouTube, still saving money, still looking to invest in real estate. I get another phone call. I'm still playing other jobs too as well at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
At a tech company in Florida.
Okay.
You guys know it, Wix.com. Shout out to them. They took care of me the entire time. But now I'm working in tech because it's more like Google, Facebook, more relaxed.
Okay.
They got like a ping pong table. They got a movie theater.
Oh, yeah, they
got
take care of their
couches,
employees. Yeah.
They got food on deck. But you got breakfast, lunch, and dinner there with.
And what's this time frame? How long you been here at this time when you moving up like this?
So it's like 2018.
So it's 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
Okay.
3 years. 3 years.
And what they
3
didn't
years.
what they didn't know too, I don't want to cut you off, but I need this point to be understood. Not only are you doing your due diligence, not only are you working hard, you're paying for courses, you're paying people for consultations.
Yeah.
And while you're working, you're taking your money, saving it, and working on your credit. You're doing so many things that's vital to where you at right now that most people are not going to do.
Yeah.
They just want to sit there and think something's going to happen. You actually being proactive on all these things at the same time and putting your money up and your time. You guys have to understand that. Go ahead, proceed.
Right, I was focused.
Right.
I wasn't partying, wasn't drinking alcohol, wasn't smoking weed, wasn't chasing girls. I was focused on working, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, speaking being broke, there's no point doing that because you're still at square one.
Misery.
So now, I get a call from them. I get the job, and I'm working same amount of hours, but I get paid more. And here's the funny part, right? Well, I missed a few steps in between, but I'll get to that later on.
Right.
So I'm at the job, but one day after work, I'm like, all right, man, I got this far, but like, what's the next step? Mind you, I'm always looking to find a way to move up somewhere or another. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I'm like thinking, okay, keep an open mind. What can I do here? What can I do here? So now I'm like, fuck, what's the next step? One day after work, I'm sitting there and a friend of mine's next to me. I'm like, hey, you're not gonna leave, bro? He said, no, I'm staying. Why you staying at work? Like, it's done. He said, oh, overtime. I said, what's that? Mind you, I don't know. Mind you, I'm new to America.
Yeah, you don't know nothing about
Overtime
overtime.
is like OT. What's OT?
Oh yeah, that's a time and a half.
OT Genesis?
Right,
What's
yeah.
going on
Shout
here?
him. You know what
Shout
I'm
out
saying?
him, man.
Love with the cocoa.
The Coco. And I'm like, what's that? Oh, you could work after work is done, make extra money. I said, what? Brother, hold up. I said, bro, you make money doing this? Extra double money? He's like, yeah. Bro, I don't know why he did this, but it's like, I'll show you my freaking paycheck. Bro, post up his account on ACP. Is it ACP? Something like that. Bro, I see a bunch of money. I'm like, whoa. Bro, that's your check?
Right.
Yeah, bro. Why do you think I'm here? Bro, that put a spark in my head. Real estate coming soon.
And how long was you there before you knew that information?
Like months in, right?
Okay.
So I spoke to my supervisor. I said, listen, I want to do overtime. He said, it's cool, no problem. And bro, I spent that year and a half not going out, not traveling, nada. At that job, I wake up at like 5:30 a.m. Get to work at like 6:15, or from 6 to 8 a.m. And then from like 6 p.m., I'll take a short break from 5 to 6. And from 6 p.m. all the way to midnight every day. Now, they told me I couldn't work 7 days in a row.
Of course.
I wanted to, because
Yeah.
that's not legal. But
Right.
I would have if I could have.
For sure.
But I worked legit. I didn't even, bro. People, Walter, let's go party over here. Let's go. Nah, bro, I'm good. Because in my crib, I had a bunch of goals. So let me tell you something real quick about me, right?
Okay, I'm gonna listen.
So in my room, right, I had a bunch of goals. I had images of like audio R8. I had me speaking on stage.
Like a vision board?
Vision board.
Okay.
Retiring my mom and me living a certain lifestyle, right? Then I have my goals, short-term and long-term goals. And I would look every day when I wake up at my goals and my vision board. And like, even though I wanted to like sway from it, it was in my head. Nah, focus on your goals. So they say, oh, fresh, go over here. Nah, bro, I'm good. And that helped me the whole time focus and on point. Because, bro, to be honest with you, bro, like, I'm new in America. I want to experience, I want to have fun. And like, I should, but not right now. I need to focus while I'm young. I got to grind and make things happen.
Right.
So all that being said, I'm at work overtime from 6:15 a.m. to like 8 a.m. in the morning. We start like 8. And then from like 6 p.m. till midnight every day.
Super
Except
grind.
Sunday, because like you can't work 7 days in a row.
Yeah.
So now I'm making more than my boss.
Wow.
I'm making more than most people at that job.
Cheat code. Find a
I'm
loop in
working
the
hard than
system.
this nigga.
For
He would do
sure.
overtime like randomly, like Monday, Wednesday, maybe Friday.
Yeah.
I was doing it every day.
Buffet.
I look like a freaking slave. Anyhow, that ain't mine. Then it got to the point where like they were like, listen, you gotta slow down. Slow down. For what?
Yeah, you
Slow
crazy?
down for what?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn up all the way.
But mind you, I've already amassed like what? Over 10, 20K in savings now. How much money saved up?
Yeah, you getting up
I'm
there
like,
now.
oh, brother, I got this.
For sure.
So, I didn't slow up. And I met my realtor at Toastmasters. So I was like, you know what? I'm bad at speaking. I'm not really that articulate. I want to get better at speaking. So I go to Toastmasters, and over there, I meet my realtor, my doctor. It's so funny, bro. Like,
What is Toastmasters?
it's like a club where you can learn how to speak properly.
Okay.
Like speaking engagements, speaking in public. It's really good for like.
That's out here.
Yeah, it's out here. It's everywhere.
Okay.
Well, mainly in America though.
Okay.
You get medals for like certain like achievements. You get certain events you can go to. But long story short, I meet my realtor there, right? Nick. Shout out to him, Nick Lara, awesome guy. And he's like, brother, I see the vision that you like. You want to get into real estate. I'm in it too. And just so happened that he's into multifamily, and that's what I want to invest in. So we become cool. I'm like, listen, brother, I got some money here. What can we do? So he's like, you know what? Let me look, and I'll get back to you. Bro, I kid you not. Next day, he showed me property off market. what does off market mean? It just means like it's not on the market and has maybe a better pricing and maybe more of a place where you could like maybe haggle the price or maybe like talk them down a little bit. But long story short, on a property close to Wynwood that was really good price, and I need like 12K down. So mind you, I got like 20K saved up.
Right.
I get property with 12K.
Right.
Because it's an FHA loan, first time home buyers association. They give you a loan for like 3% down.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, let's do this.
Right.
So get a property. I'm happy as hell. So mind you, this time I'm doing pretty well. Work overtime. Got me a Range Rover.
Right.
It was like a smaller one. Got me a i8. I got me a bunch of money saved up.
Oh, the i8, the doors go up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I always wanted one of those.
Got a Chevy Camaro. Cause no, you know, I'm grinding.
Yeah.
You know, I love cars.
For sure.
I gotta enjoy a little bit, you know.
You gotta enjoy life somewhat.
So I'm doing that. I got a property, but I didn't really understand renovating property takes a lot of money. Holy smokes.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's
see,
different status.
people be like, oh, I want to make money. Yeah, but when you make money, you got to spend more money because there's a lot of things that come into play that you don't really see. So I had to spend like, between me and you, between 20 to 40K to get it properly where it needed to be.
Right.
And I could let that how it was. It would have been fine. But to get the maximum rent and to have like hurricane impact windows, all that stuff,
Right.
I had to put the money in.
For sure.
So I got the money up and I spent the money. But I was house poor now. But I didn't pay for rent because I moved into one of the units.
Right.
So mind you, most people spend most of the money on rent on a car, right?
Right.
So for me, I live rent free. So all the money I'm making from my job now, all the time, I'm saving.
Right.
Again. So I get back to like 5K, 10K savings, somewhere like around there. And I'm like building back slowly but surely. But like now I'm saying to myself, okay, how the property is cool, we got to maintain it. And it's not all simple as like getting cash flow. It's also like maintaining the property, keeping up to date, and also keeping tenants happy. Because now I'm like, I don't ever want to house poor again. So I'm like, what's the next step? Then I remembered YouTube. I need more money now. So I said, you know what? I'm going to hunker down and do this for real. Come on, you. I got more time now because I slowed down overtime now.
Right.
I'm more established. I got property now.
Okay.
So I got what I wanted. So I spend every single day making a video on YouTube. Started with me in my car. Me talking to my dog. Like, all right, today we're gonna go do a vlog. Me and my dog in the car. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna have an old video I can show you guys, but like it was just me and my dog in the car. Terrible, bro. It's like
all right.
it was embarrassing.
But you was getting your reps up though.
Yeah,
getting that camera
was,
time. Yeah.
I was. Mind you, I had a terrible stutter. I was still working on Toastmasters, but it wasn't the best. So I felt what's the saying? Repetition beats skill.
All day.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
And then I realized, okay, cool. I was getting maybe like 10 views, 20 views, 50 views, 100 views, because it's going up. But then I realized what I learned in the past. Trending, emotional, and cultural for the videos to really go viral.
Right.
Gold digger pranks. So I met a guy actually along this time that rented cars.
Okay.
So I hit him up, listen, bro, would you be down to let me a Lambo for a video, show in the video, give you a lot of like promotion? He's
Right.
not really, but I'll do it for you, but just pay me half the money for the car. Cool.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Once again, networking.
Networking, exactly. So that's like $1,200. I give $600 for the car for that day. Took the car. So I bring a cameraman. I also bring my friend from work, and I'm like, I'm gonna sit here in Wynwood, park the car, and do the gold digger prank.
So you was doing them real, not no setup
Real.
girl. Oh,
Real
that's
to the
different.
Holyfield.
Yeah.
Bro, let me tell you, bro. My first interaction that was legit took me 3 hours.
Yeah, because that's why they all fake.
Girls would be like, "Oh no, that's okay. Oh no, that's okay. What? No.
Right.
Just walk away." I was like, "What the? What's happening?" Like I thought.
Because you didn't know they was fake.
No.
Okay. Yeah. You
sirree.
trying to do it from the organic
I didn't know
seed.
it was fake.
Yeah, brother, it's fake.
It's not organic at all.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Mein neuer Freund ist eigentlich schon noch weg. Er nimmt immer den Zug, um zu mir zu kommen. Wird fast ein bisschen viel.
"How do this every day? This is annoying." So you know what? I got one interaction for 3 hours. Let me try doing it with a girl I actually know.
Right.
So I said, "Listen, this girl walked past. I forgot her name. White girl. What's her name? Haley? I forgot her name. I know.
Yeah.
She was cool. She's like, I was like, "Yo, listen, I'll put you in this video, but you gotta like act this way and come in the video." She's
Of
like,
course.
I'm down. I'm like, cool. Clout. I guess it works.
Yeah.
So, she comes, does the scene, and it looks really good. It was like, almost like natural, right? And I take that video, hit up my guys at Rollstar, and they put it everywhere.
Dope.
Bro, I literally was like, nobody. People like, bro, I love your video. I'm like, what the heck?
Right away.
I'm in Miami, by the way. I'm like, this is cool.
Yeah, Miami.
I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I seen your video. Yeah, stick it to that bitch. I'm like, you don't know, it was fake.
It's fake,
Okay,
but
cool.
hey, yeah, I will.
And then now I see what they do. So now I'm like, all right, cool. I could do this again. I could copy the formula and just multiply, right?
Right.
Make another video. But this time I got hit to go on Instagram. Like, come on to Miami and let's link up. Let's do this video. Cool, she's down. So we doing one in the park. I think she either hit me or slapped me in that video, something like that. But it went viral again.
Yeah.
But this time on Facebook. Yo, bro, the video on Facebook got 10 million
Yeah,
views.
Facebook be spinning. People don't know.
Bro.
Facebook got them views.
Yeah. And mind you, I got paid from that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
So now I'm getting money from YouTube and Facebook. I'm like,
Mhm.
wow.
Yep.
Guys, by the way, just a tip here for creators: post on every platform.
Every
Because
platform.
you never know.
Never know what's
Snapchat,
gonna go viral.
Facebook, YouTube, Twitch.
You
it's
never
everywhere.
know, and then you could test it sometimes because whatever goes viral on one platform, it might go viral on every platform. It usually does that, which is crazy. So
Yeah.
they will let you know. You don't know. Just put it on every platform.
TikTok
TikTok,
too?
yeah, Facebook.
Yeah.
Like I just started getting to Facebook and like put my stuff on there. Man, crazy. Good check off that
Get you a
thing.
bag on
Yeah, for sure.
Actually, Adam from No Jumper put you on Facebook too as well. He's like, bro, if your Facebook page is the most.
yeah, Adam put
Yeah,
he's been on it.
Cool dude.
Yep.
So
shout
then,
out to him.
I'm seeing the formula how it works, and I'm doing this again and again. I do like 4 or 5 videos, gold digger pranks. I'm like, this is lit.
Mhm.
But to be real, that was taxing because I had to go outside and like find a girl, and like it didn't feel like organic.
Of course,
So I was like, this is gonna hard to replicate for too long.
and it ain't gonna be that fun.
Exactly.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, what's the next step? But meantime, I'm getting buzz. People like know my name, and like this guy was like, bro, let's do an interview from Minnesota, Solo TV 84.
Okay.
So back in the day, he was popping, doing his thing, and he's like, bro, like I like your lifestyle, see what you got going on. Because I was into the content, the RP content. I was looking
Yeah.
at it, watching it from afar, just partaking here and there. And he's like, bro, let's do a podcast. I'm like, shit, why not?
Right.
So we do a show. It went pretty well. And he's like, bro, there's a guy in Miami that you would like, bro. Like in your city. I was like, who? Myron Gaines.
Okay.
So we DM on Instagram, talk for like an hour on voice call, and then we meet up for dinner with my roommate Casey, and we decided to do a podcast, Fresh and Fit,
Wow.
and that started the whole podcast in itself. But the journey was crazy because from actually I messed up part being in my car, sleeping in my car, but
Yeah.
it was from a room in Pembroke Pines,
Yeah.
driving to Boca,
Right.
hustling, no job at the very beginning, struggling, finding a way, never giving up, overtime. But people only see this part.
They only see
You
this
see me
part.
like here, oh bro, you don't deserve a podcast because like this and that, bro. You don't know my struggles.
You
know
earned
where I
it.
came from. It's like I took effort and time and like pain, like, real pain.
Facts.
So all in all, that's a journey from Barbados to America to the podcast.
That's wild, and I didn't even know all this stuff. Like,
Yeah, I mean
but-
it's more, but this is.
But that's you condition it, and
Yeah.
as you should. So
Yeah.
people just need to get a feel of it because they don't know these things, and also they watch and they see the glory. They're not understanding the work ethic, the ups and downs, the sacrifice, and then the belief. Of course, you got a vision board. You got to truly believe I'm gonna get this stuff, and then going after it, and then making it happen day by day. It ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Instantly.
No.
It's day by day by day by day. 1 week turned to 2 months and then comes to a year. And then you finally get your outcome. Then you keep going. But you got to have that killer understanding.
Yeah.
And you did. So boom, now you meet Myra, then y'all start Fresh and Fit. What was your first guest on Fresh and Fit?
Great question, bro. I think it was damn. First guest impression fit?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I know, right?
That was bro, because we done over, I kid you not, 4,000 videos.
Right. It's a lot.
Bro, that's dude, that's insane, bro.
No, y'all got a crazy work ethic
Bro,
for sure.
podcasts don't ever do that much. Maybe
Yeah.
100, 4,000 is insane, bro. I can't remember, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta look it up.
The first one I seen with y'all was TJ the Millionaire.
Oh yeah.
I saw he was on there.
Millionaire Mindset.
Yeah, Millionaire Mindset. That's when I first seen y'all. I was
Shout
like,
out to
oh, okay. I don't know when you hit me up. Was it before the podcast? You did your podcast or after?
No, so I hit you up from watching your videos back in the day on YouTube, right?
Right.
You a tall guy.
Right.
And this is during the podcast.
Right.
But at the very beginning.
Very beginning.
Very beginning.
Okay, got
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Because I'm like, because I think that.
you guys were the first guests that were not in our space. Yeah, okay. No, I remember. So I didn't have a guest that was outside of the Red Pill at the beginning. It was all people in the Red Pill space, like Donovan Sharp, Rolla Tomasi.
So we was the first, like,
The first
There's regular
big
people, entertainers.
YouTubers that
Yeah.
were like not in our space. Like
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Me and Slim.
Yeah, you and
Man,
Slim.
shout out to my dog Slim. Yeah, I remember that. But even before that, like I said, you used to DM me like, man, I'm gonna get these cars one day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come up. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? And I always had interactions with people. People think I'm an asshole and all that. They really don't know. I'm corresponding with everybody, especially if you on your grind. I'm gonna salute you. You know what I'm saying? I remember, telling you like, bro, you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? I see you working. You know what I mean?
I remember you came to Miami for the show.
Yeah.
We sat in the car.
Yeah.
I think about that. Did I have the Range Rover back then?
Yeah, the Range Rover.
Yeah, the Range Rover. And that was our first purchase together as a team.
That was dope.
And you had a Rolex on your hand.
Yeah.
It was an iced out Rolex.
Sure
like,
was.
I was like, bro, damn, that's a nice watch. He's like, you're gonna get one day.
Yeah.
Put it on. I was
Yeah.
like, you sure? Yeah, put it on, nigga.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. Put it on. I was like, damn, this feels good, bro. Like,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna get this watch.
For sure.
Dude, less than a year later, I had the same watch.
Facts. Because I know the power of manifestation. I know the power of touching and feeling and seeing.
Yeah.
So I knew like, nah, bro, this don't look here. Put it on. Feel how that feel. You know what I mean? Because I remember when I always wanted a Rolex, I'm like, dang, how am I going to get me 10 bands to get just to buy a Rolex? Like, how? You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I started doing this, like, oh, this is possible. So anytime I met somebody, jump in the car, drive the car. Want to see the crib, come to the crib. I want y'all to see and feel it because you can do it too. I did it. You could do it too. And I told you that. Even like when you was talking about cars, you like, man, what should I get a Huracan? I'm like, nah, go Aventador.
Yeah.
You gonna get a Aventador, bro. Don't sell yourself short. Because end of the day, even if you don't go Aventador and then you had to get Huracan, your mind was set up so high that this would still be okay. You see what I'm saying? If you go Huracan, you don't get it, you go somewhere and that, now you're totally disappointed. I didn't get me a Lambo. That's the mindset I always taught and teach people and I did for myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro, when we came out here, it was that was my first time being in Miami and not in South Beach. So I didn't understand this Brickell side and that. So that I was opened up like no homo sapien, like, oh, this is kind of cool now. I kind of like Miami. You know what I'm saying? So you hit us up. Me and my dog Slim flew out here and man, I ain't gonna lie, that was my most viral video was being on y'all podcast, which was y'all's too at the time.
It hit 2 million views.
Yeah.
High Value Man, what was it? High Value Man tells girl about truth.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Actually, hold on. I think it's still on the channel.
Yeah, that was wild because at the same time, people think I was being calm, right? You there, I wasn't going crazy.
It was chill.
I'm just being normal. I ain't been thinking we going viral like that. And that joint went stupid. I'm like, oh man. But I was there for a whole week. We was chilling. We did mad podcasts, man. That was fun. And and that introduced me to be like, okay, people love to hear somebody talk. Because I wasn't doing no podcasts before that, like talking on different platforms.
Exactly.
I was all vlogging. But when I did that, I was like, oh, this is what people want. They want to see, that talk for real, which I always did. So, like, that really, opened up my mind to, like, I need to do podcasts,
Because even in your vlogs, you're very expressive about how you feel, like what's going on. You just keep it organically real.
For sure.
The podcast just like, boom, connected.
Simple. Yeah, it was simple. So I'm like, oh, nothing but girls. I always can control girls.
Yeah.
Let's go. I want to show you how to do this for real. So, like, it was real simple for me, and I had a great time. But, boom. And then I remember you hit me like, hey, I got this guy, man. He remind me of you. He like a European you. He be overseas. His name is Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dog, he just like, he got the mindset. He be talking about the warlords and all that. You got to meet him. And I'm like, man, I'm cool.
You should have met him.
Man, should have met him. That was one of my biggest, because not only you told me I meet him, you like, hey, listen up, though. I want you to come back. We gonna have him for a week. I want y'all on here together for a week. You know what I'm saying?
That would have been insane, bro.
Oh yeah, that'd have been insane.
That'd have been insane.
And I said, nah. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I regret. So okay, speaking of that, how did you get in contact and find your way to knowing Andrew Tate?
So back then, he made videos on YouTube, but it wasn't like anything crazy. Just like him talking about like real low key on his channel. It wasn't that big.
All right.
But I was like, bro, this guy's funny because like he's keeping it real. He's well spoken, and he's not like going crazy about it. He's like, hey, I don't vape because it's gay. Right. I'm like, what the says that? But like, he's out there just saying it, real talk, as a man should.
Right.
I was like, you know what, bro? We need him on the podcast. But I met him before the podcast.
Okay.
So let me explain.
Yeah, I'm here.
On YouTube, and he always listens to like reggae music, like dancehall music.
Right.
Cartel, Mavado. I'm like, he's from the UK, but obviously I know now, but the culture is more like Jamaican.
Facts.
I'm like, what you know about these songs, right? So I DM him like, brother, like, what you know about this song? Listen to this song. He's like, oh, that's tune, that's fire.
Right.
And we start talking like about songs and shit like that. He's like, oh, you're pretty cool. Then I was like, bro, if you don't mind, like when you're free one day, let's do a podcast. He's like, I'm down. So we linked up I think it was like a Friday, and I was at my crib, his crib, their virtual podcast, and they're pretty good. He spoke about his small beginnings, where he came from, how he became who he is, and like it was just a chill interview, just having fun, boys being boys.
Right.
Wink, wink. So then,
yeah, boys.
So then, we became cool after that. Just talked every now and then, and his brother was supposed to come on my show too.
Right.
But then I did a podcast. So now I was like, oh, bro, that was a fire interview. But now it was me and Myron calling our.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, I'm down. You're cool. So he flies to Miami, boom, instantly to the podcast.
Right.
And that did numbers.
So he came to America.
Yeah.
Just to do the podcast.
Well, he came for other stuff too, but he wanted to come and do support me, support the cause.
For sure.
Because obviously, we had it done back in the day. It was cool.
Yeah.
And he saw the value of it. He's like, bro, this is dope.
He understood.
He understood what it was. And he getting a lot of traction because people were like, wait, who's that guy?
Right.
Andrew Tate? Dude blew up.
Facts.
And then he got a bunch of other podcasts, about the other engagements. But I mean, without us, he still would have been big.
For sure.
But I think we kind of made him more
Gave him that
known.
spark and gave him that understanding of the importance of podcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now he understood because he's a smart person. He's like, even if it's small traction, he like, nah, this is it. My word is getting out here with
And
this.
see what he did? He did a whole podcast run.
Right.
And said, hey, listen, I can teach you the ways of the world, which is true, by the way, because he knows what's going on.
Facts.
With his school.
Right.
And he taught many people about what's happening behind the scenes. Him and his brother awakened a lot of people to the real world, what's happening.
Right. And he did it innovatively with his over monetizing, over distributing his content. Right. That was a new way of doing it. He invented that.
Yeah.
Of having people push out his podcast clips and everything of all his clips on their own.
That was so smart.
That I'd never been done before. Which is, all the clip farming now is made off that.
Yeah,
he invented that program, which is super legendary, by the way.
Soulja Boy would say he's the first to do it.
He was the first to do that, man. I salute him for that and it makes so much sense because it doesn't matter if you just getting the views, they're still gonna like, who is that? Spread it as much as you want to. They're gonna come back to me.
But that's part about going viral that people don't understand. You can go viral one time, but that's it.
Right.
You need clips to go actually viral and stay relevant through the whole period of time.
It's very important.
Yeah.
That's why even podcasts are so essential. Like, that's why I love doing podcasts because you get so much content off one podcast. You basically sit here and clip farm, to tell you the truth. That's why I like to do, especially with girls. I'm going to say what I want to get. Y'all think y'all get in view. You stupid. I'm getting my clips off you. I talking clips on purpose.
You want clout? Cool.
Come here. I got you. I'm going to say what I want. So, like.
Noi, Birra Moretti Sale di Mare. Naturtrüb mit einer Prise Meersalz.
That's a brilliant thing he did. So, boom, Andrew Tate goes crazy, and y'all relationships retained no matter how, far he went or, how far you guys went. You guys stayed cool. Yeah. How did y'all maintain that relationship? It was just a brotherhood, or was it like, man, y'all made a pact with each other?
So to me, life is about relationships and networking and getting like I want to say access where you can.
Right.
And I'm all about like little connections, making sure everyone's cool. But one thing that I learned from Andrew is that like you need to be likable.
Yeah.
And when you're likable, people like you and they want to help you or help the mission, right?
Right.
So him being who he is and how he moves, like super humble dude. Super cool guy. On clips, of course, you can get like a different story, but like he's really that guy, chill behind the scenes.
Right.
Everyone loves him. Everyone respects him. Girls, guys, everybody. And I'm similar in that way. Like I go outside, as you seen, they show me love.
For sure.
Clubs are for free.
Yep.
Certain shit for free. Old Fashion's here. Make some room is like respecting, right?
Right.
So the access that we had, we shared in common, and like, okay, bro, I see what it is. I see where you're at. It's respecting.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like understanding. We're like, listen, you're doing your thing. Proud of you, bro. Go kill it.
Yeah.
We're doing our thing over here.
Mm-hmm.
We got like each other's back, and like it's all love, no hate.
Yeah, for sure. I know you guys went overseas. Did you ever go to Romania?
Yeah, twice.
You went to his crib?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I remember y'all was in UK, but y'all went to his crib. How was his crib?
So we did like a Europe tour, basically. We did UK, then we did Dubai, and then his crib. But like, bro, like imagine a bachelor pad.
Yeah.
That's huge, supercars, and like a pool and girls. It's like a dream, bro.
Real Bruce Wayne Manor type.
And bro, everyone wants to be there. No one wants to leave.
Right.
Like so this whole kiss thing, that's bullshit. But like, I'm there. Girls didn't want to leave, bro.
For sure.
He's like, y'all need to go home. Oh no, we don't want to leave. Said, please, you need to go home.
Right.
He's begging them to leave. Like it was that bad.
Of course.
Of course, top G's are in the building. Bro, they pull up in a Sprinter van. They go to a party. Everyone's like, yo, the tickets are here. 10,000 bottles again. It's like a movie, bro. I'm like,
Wow.
mind you, I'm for my birthday. I'll never forget, bro. I'm there for my birthday. They gave me a big ass sign. Happy birthday, man. It was hilarious,
I
bro.
remember that. I remember that. That was tough.
It was me, Sneeko, Myron, Justin Waller, and then he got me a jet for my birthday, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, that's love, bro.
Hard.
Got me a
Legendary.
cake, took me to dinner. It's like, bro, you don't have to, but like, dude, that's like 40K
Right.
on a nigga that he's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's love.
Right.
So I was like, bro, that's some respect, bro. That's why the whole shit, the bullshit he was going through.
Yeah.
I was all cap. I was there.
For sure.
There's cameras in every room. If he's guilty, where's the footage?
Right. Y'all got the footage.
He'd have been locked up forever.
Right.
But it was all propaganda and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was too big, yo.
But I think for most people, it's a lesson to learn that like the system itself doesn't like people that are honest,
Right.
and they will punish you as much as they can to make you an example. So I was like, whoa! I see now what it is, because all right, you have an idea of how the world really works
Right.
until like you're actually in it, and you're like, wait a minute, no, it actually works this way.
For sure.
I gotta move smart, because if I don't move smart, I'm cooked. So you gotta move a certain way to stay in the platform, stay relevant, and still be able to network and connect connections. Because if you're too far right, too far gone, it's almost like you're like seen as a bad person, and
Yeah.
no one wants to work with you.
Yeah, you banished. Yeah.
But if you're like somewhere in the middle, like you could kind of like maneuver and still make things happen. Like people say all the time, "Oh, Kai's not a sellout." I think he's smart. I think he's able to like see what it is, be entertaining,
Right.
and still make money and still have fun.
Right.
Like to me, listen, I didn't think it's a business. No creator's doing it for fun. It's a business. If you're not
Facts.
making money, making moves, what are you really doing?
It's over with. If you want to be a politician, or something, go join the Senate, go get Congress, go be governor or something, or go do some type of litigation, brother.
Listen,
you can do that.
I'm all for that. Go do you. But me,
Yeah.
bro, that's not me.
I'm in for this here, the money, man, and I can motivate, inspire people, give them some real.
It's power. Bro,
That's how. Yeah.
I'm a billionaire now, right?
Right.
I'm in rooms, I'm listening to shit. I'm like, wow. So I could talk about things, but that doesn't do shit. If I got the power and access and relationships, not gonna do shit. So imagine, right? I want to make a change in a company. I'm just gonna talk about it on social media. What's that gonna do? Nothing. But if I'm a board member, like Dana White's on the board of Facebook, he's on
Right.
the board of Facebook. You know what he can do now? Make changes.
For sure.
Him shouting at the cloud saying, "This isn't fair. Forget Facebook." Ain't doing shit.
Right.
But now you're on the board of directors for Facebook, bro.
Yeah, you got a Trojan
And
horse
mind you, if
situation.
I'm cool with that person,
Yeah.
I can make a phone call. Uncle Dana, I need a favor. See, so like that's the power access that I'm talking about. Like that's what you need to have. Shouting at platforms saying I don't like this and that doesn't do shit.
Right.
It just makes you a target, and then they just cancel you and get you out of here.
Then it's over.
So
Like
as
who
a-
succeeded doing that?
Nobody.
Okay.
So as a creator, you gotta understand it's a world that you think you know, and then when you're in it, it's real. It's actually real. It's a game being played here.
Oh yeah.
Play the game or lose.
Facts. That's a true fact. Because we all know Andrew Tate is basically black.
Yeah.
When did you know he was black? Was it from the beginning, or you had to figure out
Bro,
later
the
on?
music, bro. The music.
The music told you.
There's no way a white man plays reggae like that nonstop.
Right.
And the tune he's playing like specific songs that I know. How you know that song?
Right.
It's like, bro, you are a legit black.
So
Gotta
you
be black,
ask
bro.
him, or you like, hold on, bro, you black? Like, how you know all this stuff? And what do you know what I'm saying? Because that's always like a,
Tell
a
us about
topic.
his backstory,
Of course.
his dad being black. So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Now, his mom is white, his dad's black.
Yeah.
So that's where it comes from. Okay, cool. And then he's from the UK.
Right.
So the culture's kind of like
Different.
more Jamaican.
True.
And more like, even how they talk is like slang. So that's what it made sense to me. Then he said to me he drinks pepper soup. That's what Jamaicans do. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, you don't know damn white man, bro.
Right. And I love that he embraced that.
Yeah.
And that's why I always rock with him. You know what I mean? Because,
Yeah.
like, end of the day, I ain't trying to take down no black man.
One of us, bro.
He says that even brother Tristan, who got the hair and all that of the white man, he still be like, somebody she didn't want to with it. I'm a nigga. Got you.
Now he's running for he's running to be the president. Well, not president, the prime minister in the UK.
Who
His
is?
camp, Andrew Tate. His
Oh
campaign
my
is called
God, I
Bruv.
didn't see that.
Yeah, bruv. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, he's wild.
That's bro. It might happen. You never know.
Trump did it.
There you go.
He did the same thing.
Gotta believe.
You gotta believe.
Gotta believe.
And that shows you that from what Trump did to what Kanye do, that belief in yourself and not giving up, boy, you
If they
can
can
do it all.
why can't I do it?
And that's what I see motivation from it. People getting mad. I'm like, y'all don't see what these dudes did?
That's the question. Instead of hating, ask the question. If he can do it, why can't I do it?
Right.
And if you can't figure it out, ask the question. Listen, brother, I know you're busy, but like, can you teach people how to make it like yourself, you mentor, I'll pay for it. I don't care. What's the price? Because the learning curve is so steep and so massively painful.
Yeah.
If you can maybe like skip 3 years of that pain,
Yeah.
you get it faster.
For sure.
I'll pay for it.
And once again, let me give him a shout out too, because like I told you before, Fresh don't play. Like he'll pay the fee. Like I told him my fee. I told him first class I need bye. Slim told him bye. They paid everything.
It's an investment.
We was
And look,
chilling. Yeah.
We had one of the most viral clips.
Facts.
Out of any RP podcast.
Facts.
2 million plus.
Right.
Did you?
It paid off.
And you weren't even in space. See, this is the thing that people don't understand, right? With the podcast itself. They wanted an echo chamber. I said no. You need to expand and grow your fan base and audience. Well, how do you do that? People that are on your space have opposing views, maybe, or have opposing maybe like topics or discussions. Bring them in. Right. You know what that does? It says, okay, I'm gonna like this person, but they're willing to sit down and talk about things that are not their wheelhouse and engage and learn. So to me, it's like, you know what? At that level, our space is so full of people that are just like this and that. It must be this way. I'm like, no.
The same, yeah.
What does he got to say? Let's hear it. And that's why they start bringing in rappers, celebrities, and look, academics.
Right.
You brought them in. What they do? Culture shock.
Right.
What are these niggas? Wait, this ain't rap. Wow, this is lit. We've got a whole new fan base from doing that. So people are so close-minded. So sometimes it's like, bro, you got to open up your mind and expand, bro.
Yeah, because what y'all did was groundbreaking. You opened up that portal. Like these red pill and these dudes talking about girls always was there, but it wasn't cool, it wasn't fresh, and it wasn't fit. You know what I'm saying?
And also,
y'all brought that.
Nobody's miring. It's funny. People try to
No one's
duplicate the
miring.
whole process.
Right.
No one's
You
miring.
can't do it. You're not. He's
That
dead.
is that.
And he's like that. You know what I'm saying? He's been like that from the beginning. That's why they can't. And no one's you. See, like end of the day, it's like you can act like or think like, but are you really that? You guys are that. Yeah. You are the seeds of this whole genre. So they try, but they can't sustain.
True.
And y'all dynamic is so different, but it's so together too.
Yeah, we're different, but we make it work.
For sure. You make it work. So, boom. So this goes crazy. Now we go here, right? Let me pull this right here. So when they canceled y'all.
Yeah.
How was that? How did that feel that day when you got that cancellation of everything?
So, man, it was a tough day, bro.
Demonetized, basically.
I knew it was coming. 2 months in advance.
Wow.
So, okay, remember I said I'm in rooms, right, with people that are more established, more
Most
CEOs
definitely.
and executives. So, I was in Vegas. I'll never forget this day. I was in Vegas, happy that event. There's some people there that I don't want to say, but they were there from other platforms, and they were just like having a drink, gambling, having fun. And they're talking about like the future of social media, where it's going, and certain creators, certain algorithms, certain like things happening. I'm like, wow, this is like, I shouldn't even be listening to, but
Yeah.
I'm here. Like, I'm the only black person there. Everyone else is white, Caucasian, all that shit. So I'm like, all right, this is dope. I'm just gonna sit quiet and listen. And then I find out these certain people that you bring on your show get you canceled. I'm like, wait, oh, okay, got you. Don't bring them on.
Right.
Understood. Because, bro, why would I mess up my bag knowing that this
I
is
got
gonna
Lambos. I got my
exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, we got to pay employees, we got to pay staff. It's like, nah, nigga, let's
Got a good staff,
keep
too.
on the road.
Yeah.
Then come to find out, he's on the show. Mind you, I postponed it for like 2 months. I'm like, bro, what are we doing? When they show up, he's there. I'm like,
NF, right?
the name that shall not be named. Now, mind you, I don't hate the guy, but it's bad for business. And listen, they say, "Oh, Fresh, you sold out." Well, guess what? I did sell out.
Yeah.
Too bad.
He cost you millions of dollars, right?
Millions.
Okay.
But you know what? In that whole debacle, we learned a lot.
For sure.
And I actually learned that, like, in the social media world, there's people that are liked and not liked.
Right.
If you're liked, you get passes. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
If you're not liked, cancel, demonetize, shadow ban, and that's it. It ain't no come back from that. You're cooked.
See, right.
Which is why I make alliances with people behind the scenes that have power.
Right.
So see, now I'm like, okay, cool. They know that I'm cool. I'm not like that. I could walk the walk, talk the talk. All right, you're there. We'll keep it amicable.
Right.
But if not, would have been cooked.
Mm-hmm.
So it worked out.
Yeah, so when they did cancel you, so how was that day? Like, how was the sequence after that when you find out that your channel is totally demonetized? Not only Fresh and Fit, but also you guys' personal channels too.
Yeah, man, it was hard because, like, I love doing vlogs, bro.
Of
Vlogs
course.
to me is fun, and obviously I want to get paid for vlogs because I'm like showing my lifestyle, showing my life behind the scenes. girls, cars.
Cars, yeah, it's
all
part
shit.
of that shit. Yeah.
And it's like, damn, everything I had almost like 200K subs. When I was climbing the sub base, game attraction, I was making like between 20 to 30K a month for my vlogs, bro. Insane money just for like doing vlogs, right?
Just living life.
And gone. And then the show was making a bunch of money too. Gone. I was like, was it worth it? Possibly. Possibly not. Who knows?
All right.
But luckily, we made another alliance with Rumble. And
Blessing.
that changed the game, bro, because without Rumble, we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris Pavlovsky, the CEO of Rumble. He made it where we're like, Andrew Tate was canceled.
Yeah.
Sneaker was canceled. We're canceled.
Steve would
He
do
did
it.
for us. You see, you know what? I believe you guys. When no one else will, I got your back.
Right.
This is why I'll never turn my back on Chris ever, bro. Chris had our back when no one else did.
Because that deal came after. Was you already talking to him before you got demonetized, or that happened after you got demonetized?
It was like in between.
Okay.
It was like right when we got canceled. Yeah. So, and mind you, he didn't know us at all. He's like, bro, who are these guys?
Right.
Two guys talking to girls, and it's funny. He started to like know us better, and then like, oh, I actually like the show.
So he started rocking with you guys because of like the controversy.
Well, this is what happened. Tate is the one that put us together.
Oh.
So see how networking works?
Right.
I put Tate on my show.
Yeah.
He gets traction. He's like, bro, these are my guys. He sees what happens to us. Oh, you canceled? Don't worry, I got you. Boom. Here's my connection.
Wow.
Without him, so see how everything.
Most definitely,
full circle?
I'm seeing that.
So this is why I say to people, don't burn bridges.
Right.
Let's say they surpass you, cool. They earned it. Why you mad?
Right.
They might have did the work that you didn't see prior, vice versa. Points are like, never burn bridges. You never know what's gonna happen in the future. And
It's very true.
Full circle helped us immensely.
Yeah.
And now we're best of friends. So
That's legendary.
Yeah.
So I never heard. I want to get juicy, brother. I'm digging up. What my nigga academics always say. I want a pocket watch.
oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I never heard it. I want to know how much that deal was with Rumble, that first initial one.
Oh man. It was a big number.
Okay, let's just
I'll give you this. I could buy a Lambo every month.
every month.
Every month.
Which kind of Lambo? We going SVJ?
SV.
SV
Yeah.
every month for a year.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 8 figures,
Yeah. Pretty much.
pretty much. Yeah.
And it was life changing because, well, obviously speaking, like I made some mistakes, obviously doing that whole journey, but
Of course.
you live and learn.
Most
But
definitely.
also, it's like, wow, now I know how it works. As a creator, you could grind all day on social media, but nigga, now those deals, yo, Aiden Ross is the GOAT. I don't care what nobody says, bro. That nigga's the GOAT. That realized what the game was and said, hey, fuck this grinding shit. I'm gonna get myself a deal.
Right.
Did the numbers up,
Yes.
got a bunch of collaborations, and said, listen, bro, give me that deal.
Yeah.
He made it happen,
The deals is where it's at.
bro.
I,
100%.
I hate to disappoint anybody. Like how I got all my money, yeah, I had some money, but the big money was coming from deals. You know what I'm saying? Them partnerships, the big ones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
remember you telling me.
I told you that
certain
from the
things-
rip.
Certain things.
Run it up, look good, and here's some more game I give it to the people. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you want your lifestyle to look great. That's how you get the bigger deals, right? But make sure you have a balance with it.
Yeah.
Because once again, me and Slim, we was the first people that got into this game that live in big lifestyles and was getting the views and selling merch and getting the partnerships. But I didn't know where the cap was.
Yeah.
So I found the cap before Slim did because I don't want to have the first M. I was the first one to get the millions. So I didn't know I'm going maximum capacity. Like the bigger I get, the more stuff I get, the more I'm going to get. Not knowing that once you get to a certain limit, people start rocking with you. Now you got too much.
Yeah.
We black. We ain't the white boys. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember that.
Less is more.
Less is more.
Especially when you already did it.
Oh,
All right, cool.
you got to know that though.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
even my position, so like I said, I've been talking to Fresh a while. So when I start getting where I was getting to, and he was getting his bag, he asked me what cars. I'm like, brother, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cool. You got
You did tell me that.
Cullinan. You got this.
Chill.
Trust me, brother. It ain't gonna outweigh it because it's gonna cost you more to maintain it for years than what you have right now. You got it now, but it's to maintain that years of that big. I mean, them are monthly fees. So I'm like, bro, don't do it. It ain't necessary. You already look good. Less is more.
Let me answer that real quick.
Go ahead, champ.
So you mentioned lifestyle.
Yeah.
Actually, we have something called lifestyle inflation.
Yes.
Also, there's phantom costs,
Yes.
ghost costs that you don't see when you get the vehicle, the house, the apartment. You're like, all right, this is lit. Repairs,
Right.
gas,
Uh-huh.
insurance,
Yeah.
property damage, bro.
Valet costs more.
Valet,
Because you got to keep it up front.
bro. All these costs add up. Now, mind you, guys, this is a tip here about cars.
Uh-huh.
Every car is one vehicle, of course, but it comes with 3 problems.
Break it
I say
down.
this all the time. You got 5 cars. How much problems you got?
Ooh, that's 15.
15 problems.
Yes.
So don't think it's like, oh yeah, I got this car. No, you got 3 issues. It's gonna either be issue with your engine, the electronics, or even like something on the car itself.
Yeah, the
and
tire
it's
or
just like
something,
it
yeah.
always
Always.
happens.
Yeah.
No matter what car it is.
My Ferrari was in the shop
Audi,
for like 7 months, 5,000 a month, just sitting there.
and you got payments
Yeah.
every month. So it's like, guys, cars are a liability.
Facts.
A liability. I'm telling you right now, guys, do not buy a car until March of this year.
Yeah.
End of March. Because by then, dealers, because you know what's happening with the car market now, bro?
Uh-huh.
A bunch of cars are being repossessed.
For sure.
And car lots are full.
Yeah.
You're not selling cars anymore, really, like that. And if people are buying cars, they're buying dumb cars because they're buying new cars.
Yes.
And it's like, bro, why are you buying a new car?
Don't buy a new one.
So if you're gonna buy a car, wait for the market to drop, then buy a pre-owned or used car that does not have issues.
Yes.
And just know they don't lose.
They don't lose
By
value.
then, I mean the dealership.
Yeah.
So you're still taking a loss,
They
but
still
it's
gonna crack your head.
a less of a loss.
Yeah, they don't. No matter how cool, we've been cool with plenty of dealerships. I know how
Yeah.
I've been too.
Yeah.
No matter how cool you think the owner is, how cool the salesman is,
Nope.
they're stuffing big in your. No.
And you know how they get you to nowadays? The price may be pretty okay, but it's the financing.
Of course, it's the
That's what they
financing.
get you on the back end.
They have partnerships with these banks.
Yes,
So
bro.
why sometimes you could go in there with your already financed through my bank. They don't like, nah, we don't want you.
We don't want that.
They cool with the bankers. They got back end deals with the bankers.
They get kickback.
Get a kickback just to bring you here to get that long ride up in your Easter.
You know what I know? Oh, I want to pay cash. Nah, can't pay cash.
Oh, no.
I gotta do financing?
We don't want that.
That's why.
Yeah.
Kickback.
Yeah.
All the way.
Big kickback. I mean,
Yeah.
interest is so mind blowing. Like most of your payment goes to the interest. You're not paying off the principal of the car for a long time, but you're not paying attention to it. You're so happy you're in the car.
And up front, you're paying interest for like a year or so, or a
Yes.
couple months. It's like, you're not paying on the principal of the car. So when the market drops, you're like, wait, bro, I know a guy. Oh, bro, this is scary, bro. I know a guy that bought an SF90,
Oh, I heard this deal. Go ahead.
970K.
Uh-huh.
You know how much it's worth now?
400?
450.
Yeah.
I said, bro, that nigga's cooked.
Yeah.
Cause you know what that means, right? To sell the car, sorry, to get rid of the car, you gotta sell the car to dealership.
Right.
So minus 970K, 450.
Yeah. Tough.
Bro.
That's all on you. The rest of that's all on you. Still got to pay.
If not, keep the car.
Hey, brother, you live in Florida, sir. They have hurricanes every couple
Yo, this
months.
nigga, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Go over to Naples. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we're not doing that. Keeping it strictly legal.
Always. I'm just saying.
He's kidding. He's
I'm
joking.
joking. I did serious. You know, but yeah, bro, it's crazy how that game works. And once again, you gotta live life.
Yeah.
You know, get some of that stuff out your system. I never tell nobody don't touch the things you dreamt of. Don't enjoy the things
Yeah.
that you fathom as a kid, and you know what I mean. But just know
Understand what it comes with it.
It comes with a lot. You know what I mean. And listen to somebody who already been there. You know what I mean. Which people rarely do. He's one of them. Even when I first came out here, right?
Yeah.
You told me to get the Aston, which was a great deal. But you saw how I negotiated. Because I done
Yeah.
been through this already, right?
Yeah.
You gonna take this Hellcat, and I ain't putting nothing down. You like, man, they ain't gonna do it. I said, I bet they do.
And they call back.
And they call
You're right.
back.
You're right.
Switch the rules, same payment, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, bro, you don't get the SV, brother. You cool.
Yeah.
Leave that car alone. You don't need it. You did it again.
And I was fine until I got hit. When I got hit,
That was what the same within a month,
dude's like
a
second
week.
day. I got
Yeah.
a car, exhaust on it, South Beach, boom.
So
I hit
this
it
man
back.
buys the SV. I told him not to do it.
Yeah.
You told me you want to spend a certain amount of money down, right?
Yeah.
How much you said you want to do initially?
70.
Right.
Or so?
And then how much you did put down?
120. Bro,
This man is crazy.
yo.
I'm like, no, bro. Like, bro, I said, don't even do it. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I didn't pay nothing down, bro. I'm telling you, if they ain't doing that, forget to get like, man, I don't care. I want this new car.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to do 70. I'm like, 70? Come on, champ. Leave it. He's like, nah, I got to get, you was locked in.
Bro, I sold my AP skeleton.
Oh,
I said, I won't touch my money. Let's spend this money, bro. and I spend way more to get out the car.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's a learning lesson, man. Like guys, take it from us, man.
Yeah,
You go buy one of
please.
these cars, man. Do it smart, and if you can, try to pay cash for the car.
Try to most definitely.
If you can, because then it's done.
And then it's done. Even if you lose money down the line, that's still an asset. Because like I did with my jewelry, like end of the day, I did lose some money in my jewelry, but that was 200 something dollars I got back. I may spend 4, but I got that cash. I could have sold it and get my money back.
Yeah.
That was some real money. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you paying payments on something, you ain't getting nothing really. Back in them days when I sold the Rari, I got money back because the microchips was going, so the cars were up in value. That ain't going on right now. These cars are burnt out. So yeah, be very cautious and don't go overboard. It ain't necessary. The lifestyle, if you're doing it to monetize and like go up, it ain't gonna supersede what you're paying. It's not.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
At one time, 8 cars, unnecessary.
Yeah.
I couldn't drive one at a time. It's like, bro, what am I
Facts.
doing, bro? But
You was going hard though.
I was bro.
Yeah, you went stupid, bro. How was that feeling when you had all those cars at the same time, fresh and fitted at the pinnacle? Y'all going viral every week. You got hundreds of bad women at your disposal every month.
Yeah.
Not only, let's be real, you coming to the podcast, that's access. I'm right there with you, baby. You know what I'm saying? I can shoot my shot. It's 10 here, I get one.
Yeah.
It's 8 here, I get one. It's 5 here, I get one. You know what I'm saying? Every time. And then you are you. How was that feeling at that time?
It was awesome, man. Like I felt like I was on top of the world, but you know, it was almost like it was like dream a little bit, you know.
Right.
And I didn't think it was ever gonna be there. I was like, all right, this is cool. We're just helping men become better. But now it's like, oh, this is like our life. Like I'm on the 84th floor. I got baddies. Like by the way, like catalog was crazy, bro.
Right.
And I'm like, and this is fun. But the cost of it was lifestyle inflation, which is a huge problem because start making money, you're like, oh, I can up my lifestyle. Nah, you gotta like keep it somewhat amicable where you're like still having fun, but not too much fun.
Right.
Because it's bro, it's ups and downs. Like I remember seeing like NBA players that were up top, coming off nothing because
Facts.
lifestyle.
That's
got a
it.
mansion,
Maintenance.
contract ends, you gotta maintain the mansion, you gotta maintain the cars.
For 30, 40 more years of your life. They retire at 32, you're going to live
It
to
is
80.
a marathon, not a race.
Facts. Yeah, so I know you enjoy that. So now speaking of this, because, you know, we have interactions.
Yeah.
Got to keep it organic.
Of course.
So I said I'm going to move to Miami, right? And I'm like, yeah, fresh. I'm making this decision. I'm coming from Switzerland. I'm in LA. I'm trying to see what I want to do podcasts. I'm doing good. I'm going viral. You had me come out, did a podcast, y'all. It was great. I'm coming out here, bro, but I'm going to need you. I'm coming out here. I don't know nobody. I'm by myself, brother. I'm going to need your help just to put me in the rooms, and when something going on, let me know. Speaking of brotherhood, what happened with that situation, brother?
All right.
You left me to die, man.
This is what happened, bro. Right? We got a show to run, and obviously we're being attacked constantly. We got people from the left, the right, black, white, Asian, you name it, attacking us. So obviously, you're in town.
Right.
We should put you on the show, for sure. But now we got a lot of people attacking us, and also our show is on the line.
Right.
So I'm like, shit, is it gonna be here tomorrow? I don't even know. I'm making phone calls, making shit happen, trying to figure shit out, looking at sponsors, and it's like, shh, I'm in a pickle.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, there are threes here. I gotta get this rounded. If not, it's over.
Right.
So that's why I was like, off, like, bro, listen, do the show, but hey, man, I gotta do this right here. If not, it's over with.
Right. And I understood that. See, my part was while I was upset, it's like, dog, your show's cool. But I'm telling you, like, okay, it's an event here, just let me know. I pull up. Just let me know it's a car. Because I'm going and I'm seeing you there. You ain't tell me.
Car show.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw you there.
Right. You ain't tell me.
I didn't mention it though.
No.
Come on, I didn't mention the car show.
I ain't gonna lie, I was sitting in the bush waiting for you that day. I was gonna do something to you. But I talked to Slim. Slim like, you came a long way, bro. Don't do that. I ain't gonna lie, I was in the bushes. I saw your car parked there. I was like, ooh, I get him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, like.
No. To be fair, I should have been more active, but like, bro, I got so much in my mind, bro. I'm just like going. Like, and then I'll get a phone call. Pull up.
Yeah.
Get up and go.
Tell me. I'm out here from the rest of I'm dying, brother.
Sometimes I can't bring people with me.
Man.
Bring girls.
Man. But listen, though, Fresh. Let me tell you something. And I told you that, like how me and my dog Slim move is us over everybody. I get that. I guess I wasn't as cool with you as I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? And
What does that mean?
I'm just saying, bro. Dog, I moved here in my last break. I'm like, just put me in the loop. If it was me and Slim, I told you I'm here. You gotta be my Slim, dog. I need you to just let me know. Even if I go there and they be like, man, you can't break. Hey, I'ma leave, but you gotta let me know and let me try. Hey, you told me, hey, 3, come do this podcast. Hey, Slim, I want Slim to come with me. Every time I do something, he coming with me. I don't care. They say no. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put your neck on the line for your dog, especially knowing this is my last hoorah. This is my last little 100 bag. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dog. Then I'm seeing you. I'm like, oh, he playing with me. He think I ain't who I am. I'm gonna bust his head. That's my mind. I was on you first. I ain't gonna lie. I had the monkey suit ready for you, Chip. I'm gonna tell you how I think. Why you think I kept that sweater with you so long? I'm like, he gonna think I was gonna get you, boy, with that sweater. That was a setup, brother. But we cool now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. But
no love lost, bro.
No love lost.
Yeah.
Because I had to get off my chest because we gotta keep it real. Because you talking about brotherhood, and I had to let you know, bro. That was like, damn, because I hadn't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? But it's all right, though. I am who I am. I'm gonna make it happen, and I did. You know, God is great, and it turned out to be better than where we at now. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, you kept your word initially and got me there, and it make sense now. You know what I'm saying? But I had to tell you that was like, come on.
No, you're keeping it real.
And you could have had one of the most legendary allies ever, brother. I'm telling you, you know how I operate. Like the rest of these dudes ain't the 3.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Y'all got these other dudes. I'm like, if 3 was there, you know how I'm gonna operate. You think these? Come on, champ. You got this dude instead of the 3 right there. Stop it.
Well,
and see what happened to me in the street. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Break it down.
I couldn't do certain things.
I understand.
Two people.
For sure.
I did my part.
Right.
Hey, listen, my nigga coming to town. He's here. Put him on the show.
Right.
His turn now.
That's cool.
I got to make sure 50-50.
Right. And it's all good, though, because I'm like, because in the day, listen, there ain't no hate, right? But I'm going to be real. I'm like, dog, that could have been a legendary situation. Y'all, because at that time, y'all needed that 3rd seat. 3 of them could have been there making it go crazy.
Listen, look at you now.
I'm going to be good. I'm 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? Listen, brother, I ain't going to never not die. You know what I mean? I'm going to get it stronger and bigger. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? You had other people on there. I'm like, dog,
But hold on. I had you on first, though.
I know.
Had you on first.
And I'm going crazy then.
I said, stop everything. Here.
You did. Yeah. He get beat up all in the street. 3 of them ain't get beat up in the street. You know what I'm saying? Y'all picked the wrong one, brother. I ain't gonna go on no detail because I rock with him too.
Yeah.
He gave me love when I seen him. You know what I'm saying? I want to say the name Zerka.
Yeah.
So how are you with him right now? Heard y'all got a little back of them, man.
Listen, man, I have no beef with Zerka.
Right.
It was just fun for me. But I did get some intel.
Okay.
Where it was like, yo, that's crazy, dog.
Yeah.
And I don't believe like that.
Right.
But then when I see it, I'm like,
with the kids and all that.
what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, brother, I'm still over here.
Yeah, that little too much.
Yeah, a little too much for me.
Right.
So I was just like, and mind you, I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
But I think I made a post. Did I make a post? No, I responded to his post. He's like, something about like F you or something like that. I was like, who are you talking to?
Right, I saw that.
I want to drop this whole shit on Next for You right now.
Yeah, you
I made a
did.
space. I had a bunch of people in there. Cause when I talk, bro, it's not me just for my feelings. It's like, I got shit on you right now. But then I got a phone call. Don't do that shit. Someone that's mutual between us.
Of course.
Don't drop it. It's not cool. I'm like, all right, cool. I won't drop it.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, you are.
I got intel. I got Nick. I got spies. I got all that shit.
For sure.
So if you're with me, cool. I'm gonna get all the details. I already had the details.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are you playing with me, bro? Like, what did I do to you? Nothing. So it was just like, yo, I'm telling you, listen, bro, it's what it is. I got on you. I don't want to drop it, but like, play with me, I will.
Right.
So
for sure.
that's all it was.
Yeah, it was cloud going wrong. And also, I appreciate too when I first came here, we was on the boat and all that, and I had a good situation on that boat. I don't miss, brother. You know what I'm saying? That was dope.
The party at Live.
Party I lived. That was my first time ever I lived.
Can't bring in there.
Walk
I brought
straight
in there.
They did know me at the door too, or organic. Come on,
Yeah,
but you got me in.
but that
and we was
part-
with Steve would do us
that
and all
part,
that.
celebrities
Yeah.
only.
We with the Nut Boys and all that. It's love.
I got you.
Yeah, for sure.
When I can't.
Yeah, when you can. But you're supposed to always have there for your dogs.
I tried.
To believe me, let me tell you this, brother.
Yeah.
If it's anything, now we back cool. If it's anything I'm looped in, you gonna know. It ain't gonna be no,
Okay.
hey, and it's you. If my dog can't go, hey, I'm gonna try and be like, you gonna be there. And then get mad, they get mad. But I'm gonna get my dog come with me. Oh, he can't come, boy. Hey, this my kid with me. Then you. If you can't go, hey, bro, you can't go, but I try, boom. But it's still them. Who is them?
How about this? Barbados, I'm gonna take you with some snow bunnies.
Hey, y'all
Let's
got
go.
that on tape now.
Let's
Get
go.
this
Let's
nigga,
go.
man.
Let's go.
Yeah.
The whole gang going.
You take me to Barbados,
No
go buddy,
bunnies.
man. It's gonna be crazy.
Let's go.
Okay, we got a lot there. Freshman man is word.
we
Every
getting
time he says he's gonna do something,
Yeah.
he end up doing it. Besides, he left me to die in Miami, but I came
I
back.
didn't even die, bro.
But no,
Yeah.
bro,
It's all love.
it is love, and I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you, bro. And before we get out there, I gotta touch it. You know what I'm saying? What happened with the damn?
Bro. All right. I'm gonna give you something that I never give nobody else.
Let's get that, man.
All right. So you know I like right?
Oh, we know you like him. Like him a little too much.
Nigga, you like them too.
I don't like him. They don't. Have you ever heard them talk about me ever?
Well, yeah, you smash it.
Oh yeah, they gonna spread that word to that 10
Yeah.
intern, no homo sapien to shake, but yeah, they gonna do that.
They be like, oh, it's Smash Organic. Yo, I'm gonna call you Uber, man.
Yeah, get
the
out of here.
fuck out.
You can't run behind that trimmer in there.
There's two I want to behind. You want somebody else, but I won't say his name.
Shout out to him.
Anyhow,
Yeah. I done did my work here quick.
yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
I'm around.
Oh, I know. I done running something like I was just refreshed. All you was. Let me really tear it up. Want me to say it? Want me to say it today?
Bro, show me out.
BBW.
Yo, it's like a community, bro.
Yeah.
BBC gang in the building.
No, I called one of your joints at the goddamn LA, the German, called German Moot.
Oh,
That was a good one. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
That was a
yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yo, European girls, bro.
And that was just
Thick.
random.
Random.
Ooh, that thing was good, wasn't it? I lasted about 20 seconds. I ain't gonna lie. How about you? I was like 20 seconds. I was like,
2
oh,
hours.
2 hours straight?
Nigga, I'm different, bro. I'm different.
Barbados.
Barbados.
I was at 2 seconds.
They be
Trying to
like,
play it off. My leg.
they be like, are you human? I'm like, yeah, just getting started.
No, you went crazy.
But yo, every single time. The one in the gym too?
Yeah.
P?
Ooh.
I don't play.
Oh, that was a good. Yeah.
I handle that. I'm a smart.
Yeah. You gotta do work.
Love me, bro. Anyhow.
Okay.
So this is what happened, right, bro?
Okay, yeah.
I'm at a club with my boys. They got a table. I bring 2 white girls with me. I'm at a club, right?
Yeah.
I was with girls wherever I go. Just like how I roll.
Yeah.
So we pull up to this table, and there's like 3 bad there, right? And then there's the Asian girl, the one that tried to finesse my whole setup.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so I'm there with the girls, whatever, we're just cool, and I'm like, damn, this kind of clean.
I love the Asian.
Asian, different in Miami. You don't see that too often.
Different.
I need me one of that. So I'm like, slipping my phone, Instagram, and we talk a little bit. Boom.
And this the big boy Graham Lambo. Okay.
Back to the white girls. I go home, do my thing. Morning, hit her up. Listen, what you about today? I'm hitting the gym. Let's link up. Cool. Easy. We link up. My boy had a yacht that day. We went on the yacht, had a good time, all paid for, and it was cool. Things happened, and it was fun. Then she's like, "Oh, like, I want to come out and see you. Yeah, pull up. Let me know you're here."
Right.
We're talking every now on WhatsApp. Obviously, talking to other girls too.
And she's back in overseas.
Back overseas.
Okay.
But mind you, whole time I'm talking to other girls too, by the way.
Of
She knows
course.
this. I'm like, doing my but obviously I'm telling her, sweet nothing.
You love bum a little bit. You got to on something that at the time you didn't know it was that level.
Yeah.
Right?
But this chick is crazy, bro. It's actually like in love. I'm like, you just met me.
Right.
So fast forward now, come back for New Year's. We go on another boat, my friend's boat. Shout out to Noah. Good vibes.
Mm-hmm.
But what's happening that I didn't realize was that like she actually was like falling, like legit falling.
You sure she following or she running game too now?
No, I'm gonna explain to you.
Okay.
Because the thing that I made her do is she was running games she never would have did.
Okay.
I tested it. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna see what's up. So it's a little bit of both, but I'm gonna explain why.
Okay.
And mind you, I know the game. I
Of
know how it
course.
works. I'm just having fun.
Right.
I'm doing this anyway. This is just a plus one.
Right.
Go to Barbados, see family, and this argument. Oh, Fresh, why'd you bring this host to meet your mom?
Part of the game.
No. Everyone meets my mom.
Yeah, extra layers.
All
I know. That's what I'm
those-
saying.
Everybody.
Yeah, it's extra layer of the game. You look good. Oh, my mom, they gonna make her really fall in love. Come on, brother. I know it. You ain't
There
doing
you
nothing
go.
wrong.
There you go.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, all right, we vibe or whatever, but no, she want to stay with me. I'm like, I'm kind of like, yo, I don't know about that one. She want to stay with the nigga, like stay in Miami with me. I'm like, cause I already know what that means. She ain't a citizen, so that means marry me and stay. No. So then I'm like, she's like, oh, you can get me an apartment. I'm like, apartment? Apartment? No.
She went for it.
Bro.
She went for it.
Mind you, all time I'm peeping shit, I'm like, she got like 5 Birkin bags, 4 Chanel bags. I'm like, not cheap.
Right.
I had a billionaire pull to my crib, right?
Yeah.
When she was there. I said, bro, how much does this bag cost? Let me call my girl. He called his girl. Oh, that's 40K. 70K. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I know she ain't working to make that type of money. This don't make no sense to me.
Right.
So I'm like, this don't seem too right. Then I see 3 phones. I'm like, she got her phone, phone full of WhatsApp messages. I'm like, yeah, brother, this is like, she one of those.
Right.
So mind you, I knew, but I was like,
I'm playing the game.
I was having fun.
Right.
It's what it is. Ain't that serious. But then she want to stay. I'm like, whoa, this is getting a little bit too serious. So I tell her, no, we're not getting an apartment. Also,
Be real.
the Van Cleef, bro.
You did right though. You did right with that.
I
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. She just too high level though. She called it. You know what I mean?
You know what it is, bro? It said made in China.
Of course,
She's
fool.
from China, bro.
And then on top of that, she got burgers and all that. She know the difference between the fake ones and the real ones. She know it.
Mind you, like, I kind of knew, but I didn't really know.
You did right.
But I was like, here you go.
Yeah.
So you feel good about yourself.
You did right.
I'm just passionate, just doing my shit.
For sure.
So then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see what she's about. So let me go to the store, the real store, because I'm shopping for New Year's.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. Okay.
Right? Well, I can't go back. You can read between the lines.
Yeah, of course.
I can't go back.
I know.
So, you know, I gotta listen. You put some. I put some.
Yeah, that was cold too.
Made a phone call. Cause I want to see. Oh, you bought business?
Yeah.
Let's see if you bought business. Oh, she bought business. Oh, she's serious. Oh, this is kind
She
of
put half, yeah.
It's scary now.
Yeah,
Like a phone call. Nah, cut it off.
for sure.
Can't go back though.
It's over with.
Can't go back. So now I'm like, all right, this needs to go. Like you need to go. Like I said, listen. And that's what you heard the phone call leak.
I heard the phone call.
Like, well, no, the first one was when she called me back when she was in New York.
Right.
She's pregnant. I don't mean that call. I mean the one where
Right after no apartment, all that. Now she
I
pregnant.
mean the call where she's telling I'm telling her, listen, you need a good man in your life.
Right.
I ain't the right man for
It's
you.
time to go. But okay, before that though, like how was her personality? Was it like not meshing with you? Because you know sometimes you got a cool girl, she look good and all that, but she's annoying. You ain't my type of person for real. You just look good.
No, it was cool.
She was cool the whole time.
Like whatever I said, it would do. Right? But
That is Asian though.
But for me, it's like I don't want a girl, bro. I'm just like having fun.
Right.
And obviously, bro, you know I'm talking to other girls.
Got to.
I left the crib with the girl's house.
So you was gone for days too, right?
I was at one chick's house, another chick's house. I'm like, bro, like I'm doing my. So why you getting mad at me living my life?
Right.
We're not together.
Yeah.
But so then I'm like telling her like, listen, you need a good man in your life. It ain't me, man, sweetheart. Like, listen, like right now, like not where I'm at. I have a girlfriend, but back then I was just like living life. I was
Back then you couldn't have, but now you can. You're a
no, I
changed
can't.
man. Yeah.
I'm a changed man.
Yeah, me
you know?
too.
I'm looking for a wife.
I'm looking for one woman too. I know you.
woman.
Yeah, that's it.
Good man.
Yeah,
Man of
I'm a
God.
great guy. Great guy.
So then I'm like, listen, you need a good man in your life. I get it. You like me, but like I'm not the one for you. I'm a scumbag. I am what I am. You know, I said it straight, right? But in a nice, cool, calm way, not nothing too crazy. Starts crying. Obviously, when a woman cries, it's fake tears. But
Of course.
she was hurt. I was like, understandably, you know. I said, listen, I need to focus on work. Maybe in the future we could reconvene, and we'll go from there, right? Cool. Packs her bags, leaves. I'm like, all right, cool. Back to the grind. We living life. Hey, we lit.
Back she gone. I done did it. I done came. I saw. I conquered. Yeah.
Amazing. Here's the issue, though. A week later, I got a phone call. The one that was recorded, put on World Star.
Right.
I'm pregnant. I'm like, what are you telling me this shit for? Like,
You got nothing to do.
what you want me to do? Like, do
Well,
that
you
shit.
was nothing stirring it up in there, wasn't you?
I
You
mean,
was busting in.
I mean,
Okay.
every day. I mean, but mind you, I'm like thinking to myself, like, are we cool? Like, we know what it is. Like, you just have your body done. You doing like,
You're not gonna do that. Yeah.
yeah.
They're gonna keep this.
Which proves I was right because same day done.
Of course.
So, well, to be fair, I don't know because,
It was fake. She wasn't pregnant.
bro, you know what's funny? I met 3 dudes. No,
That went through it.
2 dudes that was hitting it.
Yeah.
Promoter guy I know, a business guy from New York, and then the NBA player. I didn't meet him, but like, obviously I heard.
Yeah. She wasn't
grapevine.
pregnant, bro. We know she
So
wasn't.
it's like,
She's a robot. You see how she looked before she changed. She's programmed to do this.
so I'm like, wait a minute, why you coming at me? Get that NBA player, nigga. What you want me for? I'm a scumbag.
Yeah, why
So,
you?
Yeah, why me, man? So then I'm like, it must be because she knows the clout. Oh, got it now.
Because she want to get in social media. Right.
She wants to get into it. So she's like, how can I get this to give me the clout?
Right.
And then what happened was, I think she recorded a phone call, and then one of my ops hit her up and said, listen, I know how to destroy Fresh's career.
You're right.
We're gonna go at his core audience and say, look, he sent for a girl, this, not for a girl. None of that. I was playing games as I normally do.
For sure.
It's funny because they do like, oh, Fresh, simp. I do for a living. Y'all
The whole
niggas
thing
don't understand.
When you're a top level player, the whole thing I'm looking at, like, he was just running game. He's a player. Like, what y'all don't see here? What you talking about? Like, he was simping with he going for days. What y'all talking about?
If I was only with her, like, please,
Yeah.
I understand.
I gave her the fake van clear. I'm running
She
the
even said in
game.
the WhatsApp, he has 4 other girls pregnant, probably. Duh. Like, who do you think this is? Anyhow, so then I'm like, oh, she recorded this phone call. I didn't even know. But I was just keeping it real. Listen, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, do it.
You said nothing wrong.
We're not together. The old Fresh killed the baby.
I kill her. I kill more.
Like,
What y'all talking about?
So I'm like, all right, this can't be for real. This must be a joke. But then the person, I think it was another YouTuber, a girl.
That lady, yeah.
True Logic, the black girl, right?
The black lady.
So she was like, telling her, like, listen, this is how you get him. You say this and that, come on my show, I'm gonna preach and talk about this guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna sit back and watch.
Right.
And funny enough, long story short, Myron obviously defended me.
Uh-huh.
Other people defended me. Andrew Wilson, a sports show to him, and they had my back. And then come to find out, she doxed the girl's phone number
Yep.
with the other YouTuber, and the black girl got mad. She said, "Oh, you want to play with me? I'm gonna expose you."
Yep.
So she exposed the whole charade.
So did.
That she planned from the very beginning
Uh-huh.
to do all this stuff. Apparently, she already did the abortion, which to me, bro, is funny because like, why'd you do that and do all this? Which is fucking
Insane,
So
dangerous.
she lied about the whole thing, bro.
And then you found out she was doing them boats and all that. That's crazy.
Bro,
Them
then I
fake
find-
pageants and all that just to
Fake pageants, all that shit. And I'm like,
on some taking.
But- normally I do facts, right? I do facts.
Right.
What is facts? It's just the facts about a girl in the city that we know.
Right.
Oh, you know this girl? You know this girl? But she ain't from here. So it's like, all right, I got to piece this together in a certain way. We're like, all right, not from here because nobody knows her except the promoter guy. So I'm like, oh, what's up with Shorty? Oh, yeah, I hit. You hit. Oh, okay, I'm good.
Right.
Once I find out, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Plus, I'll chip 3 phones. I'm like, because the thing is, if I don't know, I could
Ignorance is bliss. I love it.
I could pretend I have
Yeah, I
some fun
love
and
ignorance is
and
bliss.
dip anyway.
Oh, for sure.
But no, it's like, all right, you got to go. So the week after, there's a phone call, does the whole clout run with all my ops. Then I come find out it's all cap. But I learned from that lesson that, like, one, I went too far by even indulging because to me it was like, all right, I know when to back off and just call it.
Right.
She took it way too serious, and it hurt her. So she's like, you know what? I'm gonna get this back, and that's what she did. So that's my fault for going so hard.
For sure.
And to be fair, learn a lesson. But through that whole debacle, I saw my real friends who had my back, all that, and I learned a lot.
Yeah.
So that is an L I took last year, this year, straight W's.
And you came back on top.
I can go ahead and
At the
share
end of the
the
day,
clip.
it happens to the best. You know what I'm saying? When you play this game with these women, it's dangerous because women are not to play with, really, because they'll take it to the maximum level. You know
But
what I'm
mind
saying?
you, I kept it cool. I didn't say like, get out my house, F you, whatever. I was like,
You were smart not doing that.
I know you are certified.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Like, listen, I got work to do. You need to find a better man.
You kept it player because she could have went, oh, me and that beat me. She didn't do that, which is a blessing from God. You know what I mean? Lucky she went that route.
Yeah.
Didn't go the Diddy route. You know what I'm saying?
But I made it peaceful.
Of course. That's why you were smart. You know what I'm saying? That's why you came out on top. Hey,
But
I'm mad you made it.
That's basically it, bro.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, there's a saga in the whole Fashion Fit series, bro, where she tried to ruin me and me, but it didn't work out.
Right.
So.
And how you feel about Abba and Preach? What's up with that situation?
Honestly, I really don't care.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's like they talk about they made $1 million off of us.
Millions, yeah.
Bro, they don't know how much money we make. Which, to be fair, I don't care. I don't care telling anybody how much money we make.
Right.
But what I will say is that, like, they think we're broke. Cool, keep it that way.
I love that.
I love that.
I love people thinking
Love it.
I went broke too.
Oh, bro,
It's way better.
you guys are like not monetized. Haha, you're gonna fail, bro. I secured us for a while.
Yeah.
We good to go.
It's such a better feeling. Everybody don't know how much you got no more.
Yeah.
Trust me. I mean,
That's
you know.
now I'm low key. Nothing crazy. Nothing too fancy. And I'm just here working out, making some moves.
Facts. Smart. And last but not least, you and Myron, everybody try to pull you guys apart.
Yeah.
How do you feel when people say you wouldn't be where you are today without Myron?
You know what I'm gonna say? Get you a Myron.
Facts.
Get you a Myron. Because you know what's funny about people and like success and like getting somewhere in life? They want to be in my spot.
Right.
But they're not. So they're gonna justify why they're not in my spot. Oh, bro, you can do without him. Well, guess what? I met him.
Right.
So what? Congrats.
What a blessing.
Get you a Myron. You're
Facts.
so worried about that, bro? Get you a Myron. But then again, it's like, can you get you a Myron? You can't.
Right.
Because you can't network. You can't have access because you're a nobody. You don't leave the house. I'm behind a computer. I'm going to talk about these people. That's all you have.
Right.
But I went outside, sacrificed, made connections, got put on the podcast, making a connection through the podcaster with him. We decided to do a collab together. That was it. It wasn't like a plan to be successful, Myron. It was like, yo, we're just having fun on a show, talking.
Right.
That's all it was. It turned into this, but like, awesome, cool. So
That's a blessing.
all that hate, bro, I just find it funny because they want to be me or be in my position, but they can't be. So all I can do is hate from the bottom.
Yeah, find your Myron. Same thing I always say. They always say you wouldn't be where you are without Slim. Well, man, where I am, and I'm with Slim. How about that?
And also,
What's wrong with that?
to be fair, like, you guys helped each other grow.
For sure.
It wasn't just like, because for example, a lone wolf want to go so far.
Of course.
A team goes way further.
Most definitely.
And sometimes you part ways.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what it is.
And it does. Like, he's in LA, I'm here, but we still dogs. You know
So
what I'm saying? But we still made it to the top. Every single dream we wrote down talked about those 8-9 years ago sitting there in that basketball academy. We did that and then some. Beyond life with my dog every step of the way. There's no other feeling I could ever describe than appreciation and glory for my dog. You can never say nothing bad about that man to me. And I know that's how you feel about Myron. They can say what they want. You do your part, do his part. But if y'all want to lean to that side and say he's the bigger person to me, good.
Cool.
That's my friend. That's my buddy. That's a blessing. And I'm right beside him.
If he does well, I do well.
Right.
Also, there's things that he can do that I can't do.
Right.
Vice versa. Things that Slim can do that you can't do.
For sure.
So it's a team effort and it works.
Yeah.
All right. You go on this lane, I go on this lane.
Right.
It works out.
That's how it's supposed to be, man. So once again, man, I appreciate you coming through, Fresh. You got anything to say to him before we get up out of here?
Yes, guys. My new Instagram, because my last one got banned, is CEO Fresh Lifestyle. Go tap into that. And I'm doing my own podcast as well. I'll say the name eventually.
Yeah.
Maybe a fresh take. Who knows? But it's coming soon. And listen, guys, I understand that, like, I got a lot of haters. Bless you. It's a new year, new beginnings. Chill to organically speaking. Hop into the podcast. Comment down below what you want to see next. Peace.
For sure, man. Appreciate you guys more than you know, man. Shout out to my dog, Fresh. End of the day, you got to have comrades in this world of life, and what you have to do is make sure your money right, your ammunition right, and your mind is right, because it's not nothing to play with. When you at the pinnacle and you stand at the top of the mountain, everybody want to pull you down. So make sure you got your mental fortitude in order, and make sure you believe in yourself like you believe in God, and put it all on the line, because you never know when it's going to pay off. But you know that you did all that work to get there, so don't let it go. Don't let it go. Just hold on tight and keep grinding, and get you some real people around you, and make sure when they come out to the goddamn state, you don't leave them to die. No,
So that's it, guys. That's the end of that episode. Stop sharing my screen. Stop sharing my screen here. I would like to create another so I'm creating shots. It's the Tom Tombeka Unplug podcast on the sunny Sunday in Basel. And we are here doing this video. This is the episode. We just go through it. We are live on YouTube. This is the YouTube channel. This is our Restream. And this is Facebook. We are also live on Facebook. So we are also live on Facebook. So you can find the Tom Tombeka Unplugged podcast on Facebook. YouTube, and Rumble. This is the episode we just got through with. Mr. Organic interview fresh, and we are on Restream. On Restream, we are on 3 channels on Restream. We are on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We'll be increasing it to 5 different channels. So let's end this podcast here. Stop sharing screen. So we call it a close. Let me see who are watching the podcast. I got 1 person from Twitch and 1 person from YouTube. So if you are live following this podcast on YouTube, I encourage you to like, to share, to comment. We want to know who watching from YouTube. So guys, whosoever is on YouTube following our podcast, please leave a comment so we can be able to give you recognition, to recognize you for your support. You can leave a comment, then we'll be able to know your name, and you can subscribe to the channel. You can like the comment to continue to receive notification when we have another podcast coming up. So this is the Tom Tombika Unplugged podcast. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. But for our Restream channels, our subscription, we have 3 channels that we can share to. So that's why we have only Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Eventually we subscribe to the 5 channel subscription to include TikTok and Rumble. So you that is following us on YouTube, if you are following us now on YouTube, I see 1 follower there. Please leave a comment for us to give you the recognition, how you found us, how you came across this channel, and so we can give you the necessary recognition and extend our thanks and gratitude for your support. So please leave your name on the Facebook channel. So we call this a day. We bring this episode to a close here, and this is how we end our stream. Bye, guys. Looking forward to seeing you next weekend, Saturday or Sunday. Bye.